there were really two. The first one is absolutely no free time. You are completely dedicated to being a teacher by being dedicated in and outside the classroom. To get teaching jobs back when I first started, you had to be excellent in your profession, of course, but you also had to volunteer to be the debate coach. For me, it was the debate coach, or the yearbook moderator, or to be a coach on a team, and that requires extraordinary hours outside the classroom where you finally drag yourself, back home, maybe at 6 o'clock every single night. And so the burnout rate can be pretty high for these entry-level teachers, especially for what they're paid. So the relatively low salary for entering the profession and the extraordinary amount of time required to do a good job requires that you be totally dedicated and that you're not here for the money, you're here for the vocation. I think people who aren't here for the vocation burn out within 3 years and they leave the profession. Those who really see the calling stay no matter what. For me to address that, I had to take on a second job. And so the second job for me was working at a place where it dovetailed perfectly with teaching. So for me, it was working at Disneyland. And I really enjoyed it and became very successful. Got into supervision, went into training and development, and used my teaching experience as an English teacher to teach others how to write for court and for writing statements and preparing for legal cases, and just basically teaching them good people skills. So it was a perfect dovetail for me. Since then, I also work part-time even to this day. Working with a Korean firm for SAT prep. And the second income helps me where my wife, historically for the last, many, many years, didn't have to take on a second job, unlike many families today, because I was willing to shoulder 2 part-time jobs plus the teaching responsibilities. So it's really been a challenge, but I found things that worked for me.